What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I talk about these habits that are absolutely destroying your Amazon influencer profits. If you're doing one of these things, you're probably leaving a ton of money on the table. So today I show you exactly what you shouldn't be doing, how to fix it, and best of all, how to make more money. So I'm super fired up for this video. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so before we jump into the screen share, just remember my email is below in case you still have not gotten into Influencer and you need the data to show you how to get in. The data that I have collected is based upon viewing thousands of accounts and telling you exactly what Amazon is looking for when they do accept you. So my email is below. Send me an email. I'll be more than happy to send that out. But all right, let's jump into this. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna talk about these habits that are absolutely destroying your Amazon influencer profits. And let's go to start with the first one, which is this idea that just buying expensive products or reviewing the most expensive products that there are is going to get you the highest commissions. The reality is far from the truth. So I see a lot of people just purposely doing that. It's great if you've got the items in your house, but if you don't, I wouldn't necessarily look to buy them yet. I would first use a tool to tell me what to buy. And so I'm gonna show you an example of how I would go about and do that. The tool that I'm gonna use is lowest hanging fruit. And let's say, for example, I needed a document scanner. So I just picked this randomly because I actually do need a document scanner right now. So ideally, I should be looking for a document scanner that I can buy that still needs to have reviews on it, or my odds are highly likely that I'll end up in one of the top main spots. If I look here, they have 5 videos. Let's see what they've got. They do have a manufacturer one, and then they've got 4 related videos. So 4 related videos, they got a total of 5. Let's see, they've got some at the bottom. Now the rules have drastically changed. I haven't been informed of the rules, so that might be the maximum right now. I'm not sure. A lot of people were complaining about this, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like in general, there's still slots for additional videos to fit on the carousel. And you can actually filter them here with lowest hanging fruit. I did not. I just went and did something a little different. So let me show you what I did. Instead of filtering it by video count, because you can do that, you can basically say, hey, look, I want it to be video count greater than or equal to, let's say 3. We'll put 3 in this case. And then we'd want another video count. And this time we want it less than or equal to 5. So it's going to show us everything that is between those. And then I can further group this by subcategory. And then I could scan and look for my document scanners like that and see where they pop up. They should pop up in here somewhere, but there might not be that many of them. So the way that I did it is I went ahead further and I added another filter, and I added a filter, and on this filter it says where the subcategory is, and then I just looked for document scanners here. And there it is right there. So I filtered it further, and now I get that one that was there, which means it's gonna be ideal for us to go for that one versus all the rest of them. If we just delete the rest of this filter and we delete these filters here all together, you're gonna notice, and I just group and sort them. I group them by one field, which in this case, let's go ahead and delete this all. Let's go ahead and filter this by the one condition, and that condition being that we are looking for the subcategory that is document scanners. And we're gonna look just through eyeballing to see which one fits our criteria. And so all I did was scroll on over here and notice this one has 5 videos. The 2 that have 0, the likelihood that they don't accept is pretty high. So that's how I found that one scanner that I was on earlier. And this would be the scanner that I should buy if, number one, I have a very highly likelihood of earning commissions off of this. This is $4.19. I don't know what the office percentage is, but let's just say worst case scenario, it's 2%. So $4.19 times or 3%, this is $12.57 per sale. Not bad if you can get 1 or 2 of these a day. And I didn't look at the BSR, but if we look at the BSR and see how well this is selling, we can kind of make an assessment as to how much we could potentially sell. It's $11.31 in office products. Highly likelihood that we could sell possibly 2 to 3 of these a day. That's even 2 is $25 a day just for this. You're going to recoup your investment very quickly, particularly if you're headed into like a high season where they're buying a lot of document scanners. So I don't really know what that is. It might not even happen, but you're still going to make possibly $25 a day on this. You'll have your money back within a month. So that is how critical it is to be doing this. But again, I typically see people just, hey, I need a document scanner. Let me just buy whichever effing document scanner there is on there. And then I'll review it and I'll get some of my money back. The odds are you might or you might not get your money back. So that's my whole point on this first habit. The second habit is this idea that quality is more important than quantity. And right now that is still not the case, nor will it be for a while. And case in point, I'm going to show you another YouTuber that I just happened to run across his particular profile. And he does a fantastic job because he does a ton of videos. Look at this, 1,337 posts. We know that he's at about $10,000 to $15,000 a month in sales. And if we look at just his most recent videos, there's one thing that I see here quite often. It's this espresso tool. He's got it several times. So what we can see here is a couple different things. I see a couple different things. I see that he's got this WT espresso tool. So let's go ahead and search that. So if I search WDT, I'm going to see this espresso tool, and he's got 5 different videos on the espresso tool, thus proving that quantity is more important because he's making about $16K a month. Now, at some point, quality will become more important, but right now that's not the case. So you have to go with the strategy that works now. And in the future, even possibly now, start making some quality videos and plan to expand into that and buy better equipment, get better at making video and all that good stuff. I still haven't learned that lesson on YouTube myself, and I still do okay. So there will always be room for quality to do better than quantity and vice versa. But right now, quantity is king, and that is how you will reap the benefits of profit right now. And the last thing to mention before I actually leave his particular thing, he does usually have thumbnails, so he just hasn't created them quite yet for these ones that he came up with here, but those are pretty new. In general, he usually puts them, he's not putting them lately, and maybe he just realized, hey, I'm doing pretty good without them, but you'll see a couple, he'll have them every now and then. And a lot of times it's just him barefoot putting things together. So he will do a lot where he builds things out, and that's really all he does, build things out. People will watch him build them out, and that's pretty much what he does. So that is just an overall look at how quantity is more important right now than quality. Okay, and the last habit that I want to talk about is thinking about things from the perspective of having to focus on one core product. So that certainly is not the case. What you can do, and recently Amazon put out a huge bounty or huge bonus to anyone doing over 250 videos comparing two products. Right now, comparison videos are red hot. If you do them, they're not only paying you to do extra videos, but it puts you into two different categories and two different listings. So what I mean by categories, I don't mean categories, I meant listings. For example, if you notice on this one, he has Kingston versus Fatty Dove memory cards. And that's pairing Kingston versus this Fatty Dove. And then again, he does Fatty Dove versus Linkmore, Fatty Dove versus Moment, Fatty Dove versus AData, and so forth. And he basically has about 7 to 8 different Fatty Dove cards in different videos, pairing them up with 8 other video cards. So again, going against this idea that just focusing on one core product and doing one review video on one product is the best route, Amazon is now requesting multiple products in a video. And again, I can't stress this enough, they gave people a $12,000 $500 bonus just for doing this. So it is very important to them, and that's where the money usually flows, the things that are important to Amazon. So again, never think that you should focus on one product. Make sure you mix products up and show how they either complement each other, how they're very similar, or how they're very dissimilar, and prove what you like and don't like about them. Best part of all, they end up showing on 2 or more listings in general, so that you really have higher odds of making commission. So that's pretty much it for telling you more or less about the different habits that are killing your profits. And again, I do have that influencer book below if you want to find out how to get in. If you haven't had luck getting in, it might tell you why you are not. That is available below. Just send me an email. I'll be more than happy to send that out. Other than that, questions and comments, go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.